Hello and welcome to the engine cleanup vlog 2. This is a continuation of the last one. You can see the bits still needing to be done. Today it's going to be doing the underside of the roof in the engine bay and some of the floors as well. You can see what's involved in here. Sometimes you get quite a lot of condensation under here where it drips down from the roof, so obviously that's where all the rust has come from. So start off just trying to get rid of all that. It's raining rust at the moment, so I've covered everything up, including the engine. Don't know if you can see that because the way the light's shining, but you can see where the cables come through the floor, the throttle cable and all the electrical cables from the controls. So I just need to tidy that up as well. It's really difficult filming under here because it's really dark, so apologies if you can't see as much as you want to. It is really difficult trying to get under here. The angles you have to get at makes you ache for weeks afterwards, especially if you're an old bloke like me. But I suppose it's all good exercise anyway. It beats going to the gym. Apologies for the lack of health and safety. I suppose I should be wearing goggles, masks and all that sort of thing, but I don't tend to think about it too much. Probably would if I was younger. And there you see everything that's fallen down. Looking a little bit better. All the flakes have gone anyway. And while that was done, I started doing the floor and the sides down below. So this is just on the engine mounts, just around the bottom of the engine bay. I keep having to go up and down just to exercise and stretch all the right things. Yeah, so here we are. This is right by the engine bay. There's quite a lot of grease down here. Over the years it seems to have built up. You can't really see it from here, but when you wipe over it, it comes up. I don't know if you can see that tide mark as well. I think at some points the floors had a couple of inches of water in it for quite a long time. So I'm sort of trying to get rid of all that, and it's one of the reasons for doing the bay. It would be nice to go in the engine bay and kneel about and not come out with orange knees, so that's the main bit I'm looking forward to. So you're looking down on the engine here. The design of the narrowboat is really good because anything that drips down from the engine itself has to be contained, so it can't go out into the canal, it can't get pumped out. But this is really good because it means that I can just pour degreaser into this section and tackle that at my leisure, and that's not going to interfere with what I'm doing. It seems to be the best method of doing it. Hopefully you can see the section around there where the degreaser goes. This has just flowed through to the front, or sorry, to the back of the boat now. So I'm just going to splosh that degreaser around and just wipe it. But that's designed so it doesn't get out to where the bilge pump is, which is at the bottom of the green pipe. Keeps the canal safe. Yes, I've just chucked all the gunk in the bottom and just using that for a receptacle for all, putting all the towels in and just wiping all the way around it. It's amazing actually how clean everything comes up with just a little bit of wiping with these towels. I don't know how long ago it's been done or if it's been done before, but it certainly takes a while. You're just sloshing it all around. It's still quite bad now, so I don't know how long this is going to take to sort out this section. I'm undecided whether to try and sort of go for it and paint it, or whether just to leave this sort of plain metal. It probably depends how this goes. So now turning attention to the sides of the engine, just taking the mats out. I put these in so it's kind to my knees when I kneel down. See the engine's all covered in that first shot. This side of the engine is awful to get at. You really have to sort of be careful where you step because there's all electrical cables and water hoses around everywhere. It's a bit like a bit of gymnastics there. So, and it's difficult to film as well because you either get a nice shot of my head or a dark shot of me doing something. So this is a little bit in between here. Occasionally pause to think what I'm doing, and a bit annoyed with myself here because I knock the pot off. I've had to mute this because I said a few choice words, but I discover a really good way of applying rust treatment. So that's one thing that came out of that. Much easier to do it this way. So I end up doing it again this time, so I just pour it in, which seems to be the easiest way when you're doing these bits right down on the floor. And so to the other side of the engine. This is so much easier doing this side as there's nothing really there. There's only these two pipes down below that you've got to avoid, and the rest is clear. It's a really good design actually because that's the side of the engine where all the service bits are, filters and all that kind of stuff. So that works really well. I'm never quite sure how many people like watching paint dry or paint things on, so apologies if you find this a little bit tedious. Getting there now. This is very therapeutic, this bit. I quite like doing this. It's interesting. At the moment I'm getting to the boat probably once a fortnight, stay for a weekend, so I'm not too fussed how long this takes to set and go off. This sort of temperature, this is filmed in late February, it takes quite a while for it to cure and go black, so 2 weeks should be enough. Almost done. It's getting a little bit tricky now because I haven't got many places I can stand, so start to dance around a little bit. And so I turn my attention to the roof. This is really bad. This is right underneath, right by where the batteries are, right the way around the corner. So this is back-breaking doing this. It's I can't really see what I'm doing, so I have to keep coming back. In fact, I looked at the video to see where I'd missed and had to come back and do some other bits. And then on to the section above where the hospital silencer is, just to get that all done. Much quicker doing it around here. You wouldn't believe that it was actually a really sunny day when I did this. Had all the tops open and that, but it still looks dark under here. It's really difficult to light it up. And that's one of the things I'm going to be doing when this is all done and painted. I'm going to be putting a load of LED lights cabled in under here so that I can just go and flick the switch and I can actually see what's going on, which will be nice. Right in the back of the boat now, right in the corner. Yeah, I'm not very good at painting with the left hand, I'm afraid. and that's the finished result for now. You can see all the blue bits that have been painted. Thanks for watching again. If you got through the whole video, that's really good of you. It's like watching paint dry, so well done, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Cheers. Bye bye.